Well, hello, my fellow Angels fans. We've had a pretty bad season, haven't we? We're 39-53. We're only about 7.5 games ahead of Oakland for last place with Trout and Ohtani on our team. It's unbelievable. We fired our manager. We had a brawl, which we thought would stir the team up and rile them up and motivate them, which actually didn't help. Actually made the team a lot worse. Trout is on the injured list. We thought he only had back spasms. Turns out that he has left rib inflammation. It's just been an awful, awful season. Our hitters can't hit. Our pitchers have been actually pretty good. It's just the hitting has been awful most of the season. So where are we at right now? Do you think the Angels should make a huge trade? For example, should they trade Noah Syndergaard? Should they trade Mike Trout? Should they trade Shohei Ohtani? What do you think? Well, I'm going to give you my opinion on the issue. I definitely think that Noah Syndergaard has to go. We are paying him $21 million this season for obviously only one season. But if you look at his statistics, he's 5-7, nothing great. Of course, you don't just base it on wins and losses, but his ERA is 4.00, right at 4. He's had 74 innings, which is good. He's pitched, he's been solid in that regard. But in those 74 and 1/3 innings, he's only had 58 strikeouts. So he isn't the Thor of old, obviously. His fastball isn't as strong as it used to be. He's just not what we thought we were hoping to get. He's only walked 20, which is good. So, he keeps the team in the ball game, and he'll pitch and he'll give you 6 or 7 innings. He's great in that regard. And his whip is good. It's 1.197. So, yes, he is a great pitcher, and, we could use him next year or even the next couple years. However, we need to trade him because we need value in return. We were hoping to trade Michael Lorenzen, but he's injured, so that's not going to happen. So our next option is to trade Noah. So in my opinion, I think he needs to be traded. Should the Angels trade Mike Trout? Well, he's the GOAT. He's had 334 career home runs. He has 867 career RBIs. The Angels, can't do anything without him. He's just amazing. However, look at his injuries. In 2017, in 39 games, he had a torn thumb ligament. He lost 19 games in 2018 with wrist inflammation. He had foot surgery in 2019, and he lost 19 games. Right? And of course, last season, he missed over half the season because of calf injury. And he's on the IL right now. So his injuries are piling up. But should we trade him? That's a tough one. His contract expires in 2030. So we have 8 years left with him. And he's making $426.5 million during that 12-year contract. Just a lot of money. I don't know if any other team would even take him. So that's a tough one. And if we traded Trout, Ohtani is not likely to stay. There's just no way. Ohtani loves Trout. And they both, they feed off each other. So if we trade Trout, guess what? Ohtani is gone. So that leads us to question number 3. Should we trade Ohtani? Well, he's 28 years old. He's not exactly young anymore. He's got 112 career home runs. He's amazing. He has 19 home runs and 56 RBIs at the All-Star break. Not only that, but the guy has 9 wins as a pitcher, and he has a 2.38 ERA. He's an amazing athlete. Definitely the best athlete in Major League Baseball. And I'm sorry, he's not Babe Ruth. He's better, much better. And he has 123 strikeouts in 87 innings. That's amazing. Beautiful. He has 2 triples, I forgot to mention, with his offensive stats. 2 triples and 15 doubles as well. So you have that. He's a great hitter. He's a great pitcher. And on top of that, he gets viewership in Japan. Just imagine millions of Japanese baseball fans cheering on Ohtani. And he sells merchandise. I mean, we make so much money off of Ohtani, it's not even funny. Should we trade him? That's a tough one. We could get a whole haul of players if we did. But I would only explore trading him if we got a whole haul of players. I mean, we need pitchers. We need a whole middle infield, a catcher, whatever. We need at least 6 to 7 great players in return for him. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I do believe that we at least need to trade Noah Syndergaard. He's got to go, He's a good player, but we need something in return for value. None of this trade Tyler Wade for cash considerations trades. We need something solid in return because we need to make changes in our team. Obviously, we need to change our coaches, but that's another topic for another time. Thank you for listening, and let's hope that we can at least have a decent second half this season.